Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Chakodash. This video is going to be titled The Beginning of Wisdom. Starting off at Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandment. His praise endures forever. See, so the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. Because you fearing the Lord will make you learn, make you understand the scriptures. You would be given the Spirit if you did fear the Lord. That way you would do the work that is required. I mean that's why it says. Let me see. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments. See, and those that fear Yahweh are the ones going to be keeping the commandments, keeping the laws that the Lord wants from us, that the Lord wants us to keep. Because we're following the Lord, because we know Yahweh is the one in charge of things here. He's the one who controls the spirit. He's the one who controls, everything. So of course we gotta fear Yahweh, because He can choose your fate, whatever it is. So the fear of Yahweh is required to be built up in this thing. Otherwise, you're not going to be motivated. You're not going to try to reach out, get to understanding. You're going to be the people of the world. You're just going to be like, and you're going to dismiss this message. Because you don't fear the Lord. You're not diligently seeking Him, with the little time that we have left. This is why Yahweh loves those that fear Him. Because they're the ones that are really, fulfilling the commandments, the orders, the statutes that the Lord wants from us. Next, let me get Job 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of Yahweh, that is wisdom. To depart from evil is understanding. Exactly, man, because this world is evil. This world is corrupted. And to those that fear the Lord, they're going to go away from that. They're going to go away from the evil of this world. Because this world, like I said, is corrupted. It's tainted. And with Esau in charge, the man of sin, it goes unto all the people under him. So a lot of people get that vibration of wickedness from the rulership, which is Esau. So, and as it says, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. So, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Those that follow the world is Esau. They're the ones who are going to be put to death. They're the ones going to be destroyed, lost, confused. Why these things are happening? Like I said, that's why you need to fear the Lord, man. Because only the Lord can put you in this situation and also can bring you out of it. He's the only one that can deliver, mercy to you. Now, money, power, all the power is the Lord. That's who has the power. Next, let me get Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Fuck you. Let us hear the conclusion of this whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. See, this is what we should be doing. This is what was needed. This is what's required of us, man. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to fulfill. As it says, this is the whole duty of man. So we need to prioritize, this mission that we need to do, and deliver this message. Fear the Lord. Gets understanding of the scriptures. Be diligent and get understanding, bringing the elect back. Reawakening them. This is what we're here to do, man. Not to be part of this world. This corrupted, and tainted, society that Esau has turned it into. This place now is very ungodly. So much so that now they're trying to block the scriptures. And after that, you won't be able to hear this message no more. So of course you need to fear Yahweh, because after the message is done being heard, then you can't be brought in. You're gonna be left for death because you sided with the world instead of with the Lord. Next, let me get Psalms 112 and 1. Praise ye Yahweh. Blessed is the man that fears Yahweh, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. Exactly, man. So the one that fears Yahweh, he's the one that's going to be, fed during famine, or going to get fed water. While there's no, like I said, like a famine, there's no water. You can't buy water bottles or anything. The Lord will guide you to where you can continue on. That's the faith we need, man. That's the faith and the protection that we're gonna get to those that fear Yahweh. And of course, it's only for the elect. Israel, the chosen seed. Not any of the heathen can't get this. So they already have their fate sealed. But to those, of the elect or of Israel, you need to listen to this message and hear it. That way you can be delivered. That you are of the hopeful elect. Because only the servants of Yahweh are going to be blessed and protected. Without the Lord's protection, you're going to be openly exposed to everyone. They're all going to go into you and bring judgment. Next, let me get Psalms 147 and 11. Yahweh takes pleasure in them that fear him, and those that hope in his mercy. See, this is what the Lord loves. The Lord loves those that fear him. Seeing his righteous, believe in him. Seeing them sincere, loving, caring. Because they know this world is done for. They know this world is corrupted. It's just evils here. No peace. So really, the fearing Yahweh is is mercy. Because without that fear, you're not going to be driven to follow the Lord. So those who diligently seek Him, deliver this message, push this word out, fear Him, you'll love Him. They're the ones that's going to be protected. They're going to have mercy compared to those that of the world. And they're the ones that are not protected. They're the ones that are exposed. They're the ones that are going to really receive the wrath of the Lord. The Lord doesn't love or don't take pleasure in, some wickedness, just some selfish people serving themselves. The Lord hates them, prideful people, because everything is done through the Lord. However rich, wealthy, or poor someone's got, it's all the Lord. So to those who are prideful in their own doing, they just cursing themselves. Next, let me get 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night. So it's going to come quick. Unexpected. For when they shall say peace and safety, the sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Exactly. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. See, to the elect, they're not going to be in darkness. They're not going to be left alone, overtaken. They're going to be guarded. They're going to be specially delivered by the Lord. But to those who aren't with the Lord, the day of destruction is going to come. Jacob's trouble is going to come without you even seeing it, because you denied the warnings, you denied the messages, and so your comfortableness, is going to expire once the day comes where they start taking you. And then what? You're done. It's over for you. As it says, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So no matter who you are, no matter what you done, if you ain't with the Lord, then ultimately you're receiving judgment. And it's justice, because you ain't following after the Lord. You ain't desiring what He wants. You just want what you want. Next, let me get Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right? So soon the words will no longer be heard. So when the time comes, so when that time comes, when you want to hear this message, everything's going to escalate so quickly. So you won't be able to get the understanding anymore after that, because time's going to be moving fast. Prophecies are going to be fulfilled back to back. So that's why you need to get this message, receive this message, Get the understanding before it's too late. Because really, the Lord ain't waiting on you. If you are of this world, you're gonna, if you're out of this world, then you're gonna be left behind, man. The Lord ain't gonna wait for you to change all day. The Lord has really waited a lot. So you need to get this understanding now, before it's too late, man. Build yourself up. Understand the scriptures. Know what it's breaking down. Instead of being confused with all these, Christians and these different camps that just, teaching everything wrong. They're not breaking down the scriptures correctly. So you need to go listen to GMS, because they have the 100% truth. Every other camp is telling some lies in some way. Next. Well, I think that's pretty much it, actually. Let me just read the rest of it. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. And they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. See, exactly, man. So, see, when a famine comes, you're not going to get it. Receiving this message is going to be too late. You're going to be looking for this. And yet you shouldn't. You won't find it. Because you didn't use your time wisely to seek Yahweh. And now it's too late. You're cut off. And it's time for you just to receive your judgment, because now you can't turn to the Lord. That's why I'm telling you, man. You need to turn now before it's too late. Because time's almost up. The day of Yahweh, coming back is near. And Yahweh Shah. And with that, that's gonna wrap up this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem Hakodash. And to the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.